Welcome to Jerk Brain, the channel that helps you when your mind has a mind of its own. My name is Tammy, and I'm with my colleague Greg, and we are two clinical psychologists, social distancing from our practice at Riverstone Psychology and Counseling in downtown Glasgow. Today, we are going to talk to you about what to do when your brain is being a jerk during this pandemic. Do you notice with everything going on lately, your anxiety is flaring up a lot more than normal? That is your jerk brain hard at work.
That's a good point, Tammy. But some anxiety is not only normal, it's healthy, but it can be confusing. So how do we tell the difference? Think of anxiety as our long-range radar system. It looks into the future for potential threats and alerts us to them. It's kind of like our spidey sense. Anxiety is not only beneficial, but during a pandemic, it's downright essential. It gives us that sense when someone is getting too close to us, closer than 6 feet, and gives us a bit of energy and motivation to say, hey, you need to back up and give me some distance.
So how do we know when anxiety is a problem? 2 rules: wrong amount, wrong time. So let's do an example. If you go to the grocery store and you have some anxiety, that's normal and healthy. It allows you to keep distance and stay safe. But what if you come home and the threat is over and your mind is relentlessly playing worry after worry about the pandemic? That is your jerk brain taking over. Too much anxiety, wrong time. There's 2 ways that anxiety can really rev up. Number 1, anxiety igniting thoughts. Number 2, false alarms in your body. So let's look at an example. Say if you've been bitten by a dog when you were younger, and as an adult, you have the thought that all dogs are very dangerous. That is an anxiety igniting thought. How do we know? Because it's exaggerated and it doesn't quite line up with the facts of reality. Number 2 is false alarms in the body. So an example of this is if you are walking down the street and your body is flooded with anxiety that feels completely involuntary, even if you see the smallest puppy.
So here are some simple things you can do to help with your anxiety right now. One of the first things you can do is to challenge those anxiety igniting thoughts. And one of the best things to do is to get the facts. And remember, feeling something is true is very different than knowing what the facts are. Also consider being careful about how much you expose yourself to information about the pandemic. Consider checking for one daily update on the news as opposed to following the news all day long. There's also things you can do every day to lower your anxiety. Light jogging, 20 to 30 minutes daily, not only reduces your anxiety while you're doing the exercise, but gives you up to a 6-hour relief from your anxiety. Other activities like mindfulness, meditation, yoga, progressive muscle relaxation, and breathing also help to reduce your anxiety.
So one of our favorite breathing exercises to teach people is called 4-7-8 breathing. Fun fact about breathing exercises: it's actually the long out breath that sends the calming signal and tells the jerk brain to chill out. So how do we do 4-7-8 breathing? I'll run through a quick explanation and then maybe we can practice together. The first step is to put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly and take a deep breath in, and you should feel your lower hand moving and your belly expanding a little like a balloon. And then you breathe in through your nose for the count of 4. You hold for the count of 7, and then you blow out through your mouth as if you're whistling with no sound for the count of 8, long and slow. So it looks like this, feeling your lower belly raise, remember. In through the nose for the count of 4. Hold for 7. And then breathe out through your mouth as if you're whistling with no sound for the count of 8. One more time. In for 4. And hold for 7. And long and slow out for 8. Don't worry if you didn't get it right away. It takes a lot of practice, but it works almost immediately to send a calming signal to the brain.
Thanks for watching. This video is meant to give some information, some suggestions, and a simple skill to try out to deal with common mental health issues. It's not meant to replace seeing a psychologist or another mental health professional. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you next time on Jerk Brain.
Jerk Brain.